Hey, what's up, Spooky fam? Today we are going to read a few more Reddit ghost stories. I was browsing our ghost stories, the subreddit, and a few of these kind of stuck out to me. These have been posted within the past couple of days, and actually a few of them are about first ghost encounters. So if that is something you're interested in, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more, check out all of my links down below if you'd like to see any more of me or support the channel any further. Let's begin with some newer Reddit ghost stories. The last one of these I did, the story was from 10 years ago, and I will leave it down below, or link down below. It was about a home invasion. So I'm going to begin with the story that's not about a first encounter or first time seeing or having a ghost encounter, but this one is titled Dream I Keep Having, and this Reddit user shares, so this is all about an individual I know but don't actually know. I'll keep it at that. I don't know what to make of this. Anyways, I keep having the dream of this individual. We are in an empty house. It's dark out, and all that is in there is a grandfather clock. The person I'm dreaming of is sitting next to me on the floor, his knees to his chest, mumbling something that I can't make out. I look outside. The house has one of those doors that have the windows on top of it, and outside of those windows, I can see an airplane that is about to crash. I know that it's about to crash because I'm panicking, and the closer the plane gets to crashing, the louder his mumbling gets, but I can't hear what he's saying. So I finally stand up, annoyed with him, and soon yell, "What the fuck does he want?" And I look at the clock, it strikes 12, and at the same time, the airplane outside blows up. It's unsettling. I don't know, for some reason I was thinking of Dream Scenario. If you guys have not seen that movie yet, definitely check that out. But it also makes me think of a reoccurring dream that I always have, and it has to do with a plane but not crashing. It's more of a I am terrified of like the feeling of falling, and I don't like roller coasters. I don't like to be in situations where, like, even if the elevator like goes a little bit too much and I get that feeling in the pit of my stomach, I don't like that feeling. I've never been on a plane, and I've been having dreams where I'm on a plane. I have nothing with me. I have no like luggage. I've got no phone, nothing to keep me occupied, because obviously that's where my brain is going. But I'm so focused because anytime the plane is going down or whatever, I'm getting this sinking feeling of falling, and like I feel like I can feel it in my sleep, and I don't know, it's weird, and it makes me feel weird when I get up. That's what that one made me think of. Let me know if you guys have had any recurring dreams down below. This next story is called My First Encounter, and this Reddit user shares, the year was 1999. I had just had a baby, and we'd been home from the hospital for a few days. We were in bed and the baby started crying. Hubby got up and put a bottle on to heat up. He came back to bed and fell to sleep. I saw my ex-fiance, who had passed away 2 years earlier. He was screaming at me to get up. What woke me up to full attention was he said if I didn't wake up, he would never speak to me again. I jumped and started screaming at my husband to get up. The entire house was full of smoke. The pan had melted to the stove, and the bottle was completely melted. I got the baby and got out of the house and into the car. My hubby opened all the windows in the house, and we went straight to the ER, where my husband and I both needed breathing treatments. The baby was perfectly fine. It was a scary time. I've never shared the story with anyone except for when my husband asked me why I woke up. This comment says, amazing. My second incident when I was young was when my brother-in-law that recently died in a plane accident screamed in my ear to wake up as I had fallen asleep at the wheel on a highway. And the original poster responds, isn't it funny how they come to us in emergency situations? I grew up having what I thought was an imaginary friend whose name was Marvin. He still visits from time to time, doesn't ever say anything, but it feels good knowing he's still around. I feel like people who are so spiritually in tuned like that have a special gift, and I don't know, to feel like you have a sense of urgency and need to get out because something is warning you, like, from somewhere else, but you know it's like a warning. I think that is so scary, but actually so helpful. I kind of have a feeling, like, this sounds totally dumb and far-fetched. I have a feeling that my cat is my uncle reincarnated. I don't know, he has his personality. Alright, last, this next user, this is the last story, but it's also called my first experience. When I was about 6 years old, I got up to go to the toilet at nighttime. Everyone was asleep. To set the scene, the toilet faced out into the hallway. So I did my pee and was getting ready to wipe when I saw something move on the ceiling in my peripheral vision. I looked up and the loft hatch was open and a skinny black figure / man was mid-crawling out Grudge style and completely locked eyes with me, pants down. As soon as I looked at him, he completely froze, and I don't know why, but my little mind decided that if I pretend it's not real, it won't hurt me. So I wiped and walked back to my room, which was a turn before you reach the hatch, so I never saw it up close. Then I got in bed and closed my eyes so tight and refused to open them, I eventually fell asleep. Then as a kid, I decided to never go upstairs to the toilet alone after dark, so I would force my mom to come out or secretly pee or poo in the garden. I moved house shortly after, so I went back to normal toilet behaviors, don't worry. However, I was always petrified of the loft or air vents. Upon reflection, it was most likely a sleep paralysis type thing. I was probably half asleep, but the realness of it definitely haunted me. And I feel like for such little kids, or when things like that happen to little ones, the mind is such a powerful thing, and the mind plays tricks on you in such powerful ways that, you know what, half asleep, you could have saw anything, and that probably would have stayed with you for the rest of your life. I think I've told this before, but when I was a little girl, uncle that I just spoke about would babysit me all the time, but would warn me that if I didn't go to sleep and wasn't in bed before my parents got home, because he always let me stay up late, but if I wasn't like actively trying to go to bed and be asleep by the time my parents got home, Reagan from The Exorcist would come spider crawling out of my closet with the blood coming out of her mouth, and I was so afraid of her for so long. And I feel like as a little kid, I would lay in bed and stare at the closet waiting for like the door handle to open or to just see her come spider crawling out of my closet. I was so afraid for so many years of that closet. But on that note, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to kind of stay consistent. Cult horror movie review week is coming up. It's just taking me a little longer to get my editing software. Anyways, on that note, also, I will see you guys very soon. I already do have 2 videos pre-filmed for said cult horror movie review week. I'm really excited to bring it back. So stay tuned. See you soon. Sayonara, spooky fam.